guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Karina and thank you for clicking my channel. If you aren't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you continue watching this video. So for today's video, I wanted to create a brown kind of cat eye smoky eye, but this is what I came up with instead. In the video, I do say that the color on my lid did not come out the color that I wanted it to, but I still loved how this look turned out. So if you want to see how I achieved this look right here, then you know what to do and just keep on watching. Okay, so I went ahead and I did this eye off camera already, and now moving on to show you this eye. I'm going to begin by taking my Dare to Create palette by Morphe. And for my first transition color from the palette, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Transitional. And this shade is a bit darker than what I normally go for. I normally go for like lighter, kind of like yellowy, orangey sides, but you'll see how, not dark, but it's fairly brown. You can see. And what I'm doing is, since it is a darker transition color than what I normally go for, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just apply that to the crease as low as I possible first, so that way I have enough room to blend it up and it gives me that nice kind of effect. So starting off fairly low into the crease, then now I'm going to just start to work my way up. Just doing circular motions, and then I'm going to make sure I feather it out towards the end here and just keep going back and forth. So as you can see, it was darker, but then it transitioned into like a nice transition color. So I'm just going to go in one more time just to kind of intensify it. Okay, so that's just with that transition color. And now moving on, and that brush that I used was the Morphe M502. And now moving on, for my second brush, I'm going to take the Be Bella NG332 brush. And then the next shade I'm going to take is Evolve, which is that shade next to it. And this one, I'm going to take a lot of this one, tap off the excess, and just begin to apply that to the crease. So I'm kind of like opening my eye and I'm just placing the brush in there and swiping it back and forth. And then again, I'm just going to start to slowly bring it up. When you go with more darker transition shades, I think it's better if you start off lower, so that way you have more space to blend up and blend out. I think it's just a good technique to kind of get the hang of. So starting off like I did with the first shade, I started off low, so that way I had enough space and enough time to blend it out, and I didn't put it directly as I would like a normal lighter transition color, because that just would have took forever to blend out. So it's good to start off lower, so that way you have enough room to blend out, and it gives you that nice effect. Like it kind of looks like I have like an orangey kind of transition shade when I didn't put any orange at all. It was a brown color that I went in with. So again, with this one, I'm just pretty much doing the same thing that I did with the first color, except I'm not taking it up as high. I use a heavy hand when I'm placing the color where I want it to, which was in the crease, and once I want to start blending it up, I use the slightest touch, and I kind of, first I go in with my brush like this, and then I swipe it, I turn it like this, so that way I'm using a really light touch, whereas if I'm depositing the color, I go directly in. Okay. And then the next brush is a more detailed brush. It's this Be Bella NG344 brush. And then I'm going to go in with two colors. I'm going to mix, sorry, I'm like looking at my little sheet right here. I'm going to mix Cat Eye and Deep Hue. So I'm mixing those. And then same thing, except this one I'm just going to start it off lower, just because these two browns are darker, as you guys can see right here. And then it's okay if you get it on the lid. Again, just into the crease. And I'm not going to take it all the way in. As you can see here, I didn't bring that dark color all the way in. I'm just going to stop it about halfway and then just go back and forth to try to blend it out in place as much as possible. And then again, using a light hand, blending it up. And then now for the last brush, it's just a bullet brush. It's going to be the Morphe M322 brush, and I'm going to go in with Muse, which is the black in this shade. And this one is going to only go onto the lid for the most definition and intensity. I'm going to just bring it into the crease just a slight bit again and then flicking it out. And then just going back in with that NG344 brush and then just slightly blending that out. Now I'm going to take some of my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it doesn't really matter what shade. I prefer obviously a lighter shade. So this is in the shade Porcelain. So I'm just taking that on a flat synthetic brush. So for the color that we have on the lid, it was a journey because I originally wanted like a brown kind of color, but I don't know if you can see, it kind of looks like green, like a tint of green, but that is okay because I still love how it came out. What I did was I took this Be Bella, just a flat brush, and I sprayed it with Fix Plus. So originally I had went in with the shade Chromatic from the 39A, sorry, what is wrong with me? 39A palette from Morphe. I originally went in with this one because I thought it was going to be a brown shade, but you'll see how it comes out. So since I wasn't too satisfied with that, after, oh my gosh, what palette did I go in? Oh, I went in with the 24G palette. And then I took Riches, which again, I know that this brown is like a brown, like which was what I wanted, but since I had already went in with this shade, it didn't really change anything. It just made it a bit darker. So now we're finished with the top of the eyes, we're going to go ahead and move on with the face. So I'm all out of my Frankie Rose foundation, but since I do still want to use this one, I'm literally going to try and get whatever I can that is left in here. So, okay. And then I'm going to get to my beauty blender, my damp beauty blender. So I only got a sample because I did want to try the shade and I did want to just try how it worked with my skin type. And this foundation, this is the Nars Radiance one, the new one. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. And I got in the shade Stromboli, I believe it was. So I'm just going to add a little bit to the face just because we already have that Frankie Rose foundation on. Just to give me a little bit more coverage. And this foundation, it just says, it does say for radiance, like luminosity and stuff like that. And honestly, I thought it was going to be dewy on me, and it's not, which I love because I was using dewy for a while, but I feel like my face needs more matte. And now for concealer, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Medium Honey. This one as well, I am running low, so I have to go in with my little brush again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my damp beauty blender as well, but I'm going to spray that with some Fix Plus. And then I'm just going to start to blend that in. So I start blending it out from the bottom, and once the bottom is blended out, then I just start blending it up. And then when I get to the outer portion right here, I kind of just tap it lightly, and then the inner corner here again, just lightly so I don't mess up the eyeshadow. Okay, now to set my under eyes, I'm going to take my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. I'm going to take the white shade here because I'm all out of the yellow one. And yes, I know I need to get a new setting powder because I have been using the same one over and over. So I'm just going to take that on my Morphe E8 brush that is now broken. And now to bring some dimension back into the face because we're looking a little plain right now, I'm going to take this angled brush and then taking my Hoola Benefit Bronzer And I'm almost out of this one. Ah! I just caught my brush. I'm out of this one as well. So, taking some of that. I don't have a big forehead, but I still like applying it to my forehead because I don't like just having this like dark and just everywhere else light. So for highlight, I'm going to take this Juvias Place palette. I'm going to take this top shade right here. This highlight, let me tell you, it's not even a highlight, it's an eyeshadow palette, but it is stunning as a highlight. Okay, and then now for the bottom lash line, I'm going to take this kind of flat smudger brush. And I'm going to take that black, but I'm only going to apply it to the outer corner of my eye. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to take this bullet brush. And I'm going to take Deep Hue and, and Slice? Wait, no. Cat Eye. And then I'm just going to run that across the entire lower lash line. And then connecting it to the outer corner out here. Alright, and then taking this BBL RG215, and I'm going to take that transition shade that we used, and then I'm just going to sweep that across the entire bottom. Now we're done with everything else but the lips. Now for this, I'm going to take this Morphe Lip Liner in the shade Sweetheart. Okay. And now for lipstick, I'm going to take this NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the shade Satin Ribbon. I want like a really nude color. So that pretty much is it for this entire look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. The eyes didn't come out how I expected and how I wanted to, but I absolutely love how it came out. And it's still dramatic at the same time, but it was really, really easy to create. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And that was pretty much it for this entire video. I really hope you guys enjoyed.